Hey, good evening, everybody. We're here for another night of Mini Mondays, and I got everything kind of moved around. Spent some time experimenting over the past week since our last miniature painting session. So bear with me if things are a little different or wonky, or the sound is off here and there. Please let me know in the comments and the chat, and I'll get it fixed while we're live. That's one of the best ways to test. Not the best ways to test, but one of the best ways. Is when you know it's live. So tonight we finished our mini Deborah, which I don't have here on the table with me. It's actually in my lunchbox. I take it to work typically when I finish what I think is a decent one, and my team likes to see it here and now and then. Or either that, or they humor me with me showing it to them, one of the two, and feign interest. So either way, it's fine. Good souls if they're just feigning interest in. Some of them were, I think, genuinely impressed by how small it is. I know I would have been if it would have been me back then, before I started painting. But now we finished that one, and hopefully I'll have that on the table next Mini Monday. So we got a couple of minis to choose from here, and you can see them on my screen over here. We have a cloud giant that just fell, so that's good. A cloud giant. And I can show her under and we'll readjust this middle camera if we decide to go this way, so it's not, I think it's touching. Yeah, it's like touching the camera at this point, so we'll have to readjust the camera and raise it up. But a cloud giant, you can see here in more detail. We'll spin it around. And we have a card for that one. I'll get the card for him, and I should have done that before we started the stream, but that's okay. We'll get a minute. So anyway, cloud giant, that's number one we could choose from. I forget what this bad boy is. But I think it's like a swamp type monster. It's got like little tendrils coming off of him everywhere, little mushrooms on the top here. Can you see the mushrooms? Yeah. Little mushrooms coming off, little tendrils everywhere. So that's one of them. A Balor. Balor demon, which I'm kind of leaning toward this one. I'm not too sure yet though. But yeah, it's a Balor demon. It's got I tried showing this camera before, and that camera just doesn't quite like on that much. Oh, thanks for letting me know. No voice, huh? Alright, let's figure out why. HyperX mic. Where are we at? Oh, that's weird. It shows that it should be coming through on my side. I see the mix here. Let's see if I can hear the echo here. Should be coming through on my side. I see the. Yeah, I hear it on the loop. I mean, what if it's a YouTube issue? But if I watch it, yeah, I hear it on the loop. I can hear it. So that's odd. Can you try Facebook to see if it's the same issue? Because like I said, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing my volumes here. I'm hearing it on the playback. Unless it's just not everywhere. Let's take a look. I'm gonna mute this mic. The music is loud. Maybe that's why you can't hear my voice. All right, let's turn that music down. That we can do. It might be off at that point, though. I don't see any bars coming. Let's do. I'm listening to it on my playback here, and I don't think. Let me try this other one. Give me 1 second here. I'm listening to it on my playback here, and I don't think. Let me try this other one. Give me 1 second here. Do a sound test. 1, 2, 3 sound test. Do a sound test. 1, 2, 3 sound test. Sound test one more time for YouTube. Sound test one more time for YouTube. Hey Tuesday, they're actually both coming through really loud for me on all 3 platforms. I think it might be a setting you have on your phone, because I listen to all. That's my phone. All of them, they're all coming through here. You can hear Katie. You can hear Katie. Katie's not down here. Katie's not down here. Are you watching on the computer or on your phone? Because Katie, there shouldn't be any noise from Katie from anywhere. Are you watching on the computer or on your phone? Because Katie, there shouldn't be any noise from Katie from anywhere. I'm asking her to pull up YouTube on her phone to see how it sounds. I'm asking her to pull up YouTube on her phone to see how it sounds. Oh, maybe you have Katie running on another tab at the top. Oh, maybe you have Katie running on another tab. Make sure there's not 2 tabs for YouTube open. That'd be part of the problem. Make sure there's not 2 tabs for YouTube open. That'd be part of the problem. You hear an echo, Katie? Let's see here. I wonder if it's picking it up from my microphone, my headset, or. Oh, I know why. It's because I was listening to it. That should fix it right there. That should fix it, Katie. We should be good to go now. I was listening to it. It was kicking it back through, so that should be good. You should only hear it once now. That's my fault. Okay. Perfect. They sound good now. Okay, so we have this fire giant here that we can paint. We have a Balor, which is the demon, obviously. Let's get a little fire whip, it looks like. Oop, I'm looking at the camera. Fire whip, looks like a flaming sword, or maybe even like an electric sword. Kind of coming off here. Maybe it's a flaming whip and an electric sword, maybe. That's what that kind of looks like. Of course, some wings. That good stuff. A swamp monster we can choose from. And these are all bigger minis than what we painted with Deborah. She's, you know, obviously Deborah was the size about this. And then these minis are about this. So, Katie, did you not get to see the new setup before it went live today? Thought I showed it to you. So you can see the size difference on what we're going to be painting here. Move out of the way, Cloud Giant. They don't have a name yet. So here we go. Cloud Giant. And I know the chat kind of covers up that top window, but there's not too much we can do about that. Go big or go home. You're thinking the Cloud Giant? That's kind of the biggest one I got. I mean, I guess verticality wise, the Fire Giant is obviously bigger than the, I guess is wider than the Cloud Giant, but not taller than. Let's see what else we got. We got a whole bag here of minis that we could choose from, and if we want to go small. I say bag, but I mean a couple bags. These are monsters. There's a horror hook that needs painted. They're not nice guys. Katie hates the horror hooks. I think this one's a bone golem. All the little gold. Okay, looks like a consensus on the Cloud Giant there. 2 for 2. Show you a little octopus real quick because it's cute. Little octopus. Right? Little octopus. Cloud Giant it is. Let's see. Let's put these guys away. Maybe next time, guys. You didn't get picked. Yeah. This is a little drow elf that I did a while back. Ooh, too shaky. Little drow elf that I did. This she turned out pretty good for the time. I was painting. There's another one that I'm working on at the time being. It's a work in progress on this one. Something simple. 2 for the Cloud Giant. Woohoo! Yeah, she's cute, little drow. They're supposed to be evil. Little wizard I'm working on. Katie picked out the little lime green gem up here. I gotta make it shiny. Probably put some varnish on there. We're gonna do some green on here and on the robes and stuff right here. Yeah, she's tiny. She's tiny in comparison to, you know, the two. Let's see if we have something for, comparison's sake. There's the cell phone. And if you can see there about your average cell phone. They're kind of small. We're missing the card on this one, so give me 1 second. Let me grab the card. I need a banana. A banana for scale. Looks like your little ear needs touched up again. It's coming off. Get rubbed away there. Uh-oh. Okay. So, the Cloud Giant is kind of what we're going for here. Now, they have the cloud kind of not painted at all. I don't know if I want to go that route with her, but I do think we're going to go this route as far as color-wise, as long as everybody's okay with that. We're trying to make it a, canon to how they're supposed to look. But I did mention we got to move the camera to compensate for the size of the mini, because this is a much bigger mini than usual. So it's going to get a little shaky on you for a moment. Just bear with me here. Hopefully that works. She's way up there, but not too bad. All right. So we got our mug to hold our brushes now. It's a new addition. Well, brushes and utensils, I guess. A couple of utensils in there along with the brushes. So we got that little nice big brush right there. Yeah, I don't think you got to see her when she was fully done. I'll have to, when I go to break, I'll go grab her and come back with her for the stream. So I think this is looking like a purple, kind of like a purple as well, and some highlights in these cracks here. So I'd like to stick with the purple, but if we could let you guys pick which purple, we could do that. So we'll kind of go through the purples again, and hopefully it'll be a little bit easier this time with the second camera. I can lay them down. I can do things like that. What is that? Warlock purple. Could be a Warlock cape. What else we got right here? That's red. That's not purple. I guess that red brick almost comes off as purple. We'll keep it as an option. And then a purple tone. So we'll wash it first to get those tones in there. And then you guys, in the meantime, if you could tell me which purple we're looking for here. Red brick. I think that's a good angle for you. It looks like it's a good angle to see which ones it is. And if we need to see any of them, of course we can do that. So the wash brush doesn't have to be a particularly good brush. It just needs to throw some ink on the mini. This brush has actually had it. You can see it's just all flayed out there. Ugh. This is the brush I got all my first set Katie got me to start painting with. And Hopefully we don't have issues that we've been having with the stream lately. Been having some quality control issues here, to put it lightly. Oh god, it's so stiff. This isn't gonna work. This thresh is just trash, actually. Like, it doesn't even bend in the along with the mini. Too much ink. I can't put it in the paper towel to dab from it because the paper towels will just soak it up. The paper is there to kind of act like a wet palette. A lot of the wet palettes have like disposable mats that you use like one time and throw them away. You can't like wash them or anything. So I don't really gonna go and get with that, because then you're committed to using that palette that you dish out there before it dries. Which, I mean, with a wet palette it lasts a long time, but I mean it's you know, it still can only last so long. So, you know, I might want to step away from painting for, you know, a week to maybe a week and a half. And with the wet palette, you're gonna waste it. And paint is not cheap. They're like, man, I guess they're kind of cheap. They're like $5 a bottle. They last a long time. It's not cheap to buy a set, is what it's not cheap. Or like if you're gonna buy a whole palette of colors, that's not that cheap. It's like 15 bucks, which in the grand scheme of things is not very much money. But you know, if you need 3 or 4 palettes, then it adds up pretty quickly. Oof, too much on this side. Gotta see if I can scoop some of it up. We're just trying to get at that first like little hue of purple in here. We didn't do this with a Deborah last time just because I didn't feel the need to wash her. She was so small, and I wasn't going for like a specific color tone. And a lot of times, like if you're doing like war miniatures and stuff like that, you want your guys to be like, you know, your army of green. So what you would do is you would wash all of them in green to give them that undertone of green. You know, if you're like, say you're like doing army men or something, right? You want them to all be like in their green camis. So you would wash them all in green first or after. I think the army painter set recommends doing it before, but some people do after, some people do before. I don't know, I'm not a master painter, don't take my advice. I'm just here to paint and chit chat. Debbie look good. Did you get a chance to see Deborah when she was done? I can't say Debbie because Katie will murder me for changing the name. This has got to go. This brush is Dunsky. A Dunsky brush. My white brushes are kind of like at the end of their life. So Debbie was still getting work done. Okay, yeah, I'll get Debbie when I do a break. We'll bring her up, give us some, show you off what she looked like finished. And I don't think we showed her on the stream after she was finished. So we'll take this cape and give it a nice shine of purple. And I know she's not under. This is obviously a female. Yeah, it's female. Cloud giant. Dang. It's not really throwing it on like the other last one was. Too much, too little. I'm gonna Goldilocks this thing over here. just right. Doesn't Goldilocks get impaled at the end of the story or something like that? Is it Goldilocks that gets impaled? Or is it Little Red Riding Hood? Yeah. There's some fairy tale where they get impaled in the end of it. There's not many fairy tales that I think are good for children. Do the poll for the paints? I don't know. I don't know how to do the poll. I never did look it up. You can look it up, Katie, and let me know. We can see if we can implement it. I completely forgot to look that up. I've been fighting this quality issue with the stream dying on me for the past week and a half. For whatever reason it's dying, or Facebook not reconnecting, that I completely forgot about it. And a poll might be only something that like affiliates can do on Twitch. Tuesday won't be able to partake in a poll if you do it on Twitch though, because she's on YouTube. So we'd have to do it on the corresponding platform that we wanted it to be on. I think there is a way to get it to where you can get all of them to do it, but I think that's going to take some work. I'm pretty sure there is a way to like join the chats like that. I'll pull for you off. Alright, that's kind of where we're at with the, like, just giving it a light hue there. You can see it's getting in the cracks there. Making them more defined. This is just the outside of the cape. What color? Okay. So did you guys decide by any chance? We got to vote on which one of these purples we want to rock with. So we got Orc Blood. I think this is Red Brick. Warlock Purple, I think. Yeah, Warlock Purple. Grimoire Purple. Alien Purple. And then Drow. And these are actually all the same purples we looked at last time. If need be, though, I can dish them out into the my makeshift wet palette here. Kind of like that. So yeah, the idea is to make a wet palette with a paper towel, and actually stole the idea from somebody on YouTube. So, thanks, Kat. I don't know how well my wet palette actually works, but it seems to just get absorbed into the paper towel. One of the last two, your right to left, or left to right. So I think your left to right is right here. Yeah. So I would say one of these last two then is what we're looking at. On the mapper, is the mapper like my little? Is that like a paint term? These two? I don't know the term mapper in paints. I just glob some shit on there. I'm a paint aficionado. That's for sure. I'm painting two girls in a row. Dang. Oh, on the paper. I was like, man, I've not heard that before. Did I just learn something new about minis? Do it for the stream. This was crazy. I'm trying to get up under her undercarriage here with that. Yeah, I am pretty literal. Drives Katie insane sometimes. Fairly literal. I would say. So which one was one of the last two? You think the last one? This one. Get the big bag. I got the big one. I mean, in comparison, like if you're looking at 3 bags, right? In those 3 bags, one of them is significantly larger than the rest of them. I would say that's the big bag. Albeit 25-pound bag, but it is the big bag. So I think we're talking about this one. So let me move it in the camera so we can confirm that's the one we want. Set the big bag. I don't know what you want from me. I'm not a mind reader. Oop. All right, what is our giant's name gonna be? She almost looks like a celestial being. Oh, you can't see it. Chat's in the way. Can we see it on the mapper? Yeah, if you could just tell me, you know what, that's actually what it's gonna be called now. I think that's what you're doing. You're making it. That's what it's called from now on. I got you. I seem to know what you were laying down. So Kitsune, our cat, might as well be a cat. There's a Shiba Inu, and Katie's puff here that she just put in the chat is that Kitsune, whenever you do something that mildly irritates her, or that she doesn't get her way, she goes, or just like she just huffs. She's a little drama queen. Okay, on the mapper, got it. Cat dog, yeah, she's a cat dog. All right, this is your paint mapper here. There we go. I don't know, you need something for like context. It looks okay. This girl right here is painted that color. So this is the color that you asked to see. If I could get it to focus. Boom. Focused. So that's the drow color. Yeah, I'm kind of agreeing too. It might be too dark. What else we got? So that one's gone. Ruled out. See ya. Sayonara. Hasta luego. Don't steal my Legos. Egos. There you go. Egos. Well, I guess before we paint her a specific color, we should decide what her name is, so we know what kind of person she is, just by their name. That's how you judge people. Leg on my ego, exactly. Yeah. We'll mute to shake this one up. her name is because she's a cloud giant. Is that what we're saying here? Okay. This one is the alien purple. So this is what we did the boots the other night. That's kind of what we're going for again. I think we all know that color. That one doesn't do it justice. Yeah, it doesn't do it justice. Really, I think the closer you're gonna see to it right there is it really that, obviously not the white, but can we, you think that color good? The same purple? There you go, that's a better contrast right there actually than put it in the makeshift wet palette. That doesn't work that well. I thought about buying one because I was in my game store, Level Up in Duluth, and it was like $35 plus if you wanted to buy the extra set of like disposable wet palette things, and I thought Katie would murderize me if I bought another thing, so I was good. I behaved. Sipping on my sweet tea. Okay, so I guess we're gonna go for the alien purple, huh? Well, let's dab some more on here and mix that bad boy up. Let's see if I can pull this a little closer too, though. Well, that's better. Okay. I have this light, but I don't quite need the magnifying glass at the moment. I wonder if I can turn on this diffuser, though, and see if that helps any. Not really. Yeah. Some's better than none. I don't know if you guys see a difference or not, but what Kate said about color. Oh, makeup tutorial. Doesn't make it brighter for me in here, so that's something. Okay, so let's put the thing right there. Look at that, it kind of matches, you know, where it's at. Ooh, sorry, that was probably really loud. Like the corners of it touched each other. It's pretty funny. Unintentional, I promise. Alright, other purples, you've been banished. Out of the camera, out of frame. We're using the Armory Painter War Paints Alien Purple 100% match to color primer. Color with a U. Getting some droplets in there, but I'm trying not to get too much. Damn surface tension clinging to my finger. Alright, that's 3 drops. Let's give it a little mix-a-rooney. That's the official paint term, mix-a-rooney. Why what? What did I say? I forgot. Why water? To thin it out. Make it not glob up. I don't know if that's what you're talking about or not, but that's what I'm doing. Yeah. So it's not as thick. Oh yeah, an eyedropper would make sense. This brush is still in very good shape. As you can see, one of my good brushes here. That's actually the one I was painting with last time. I did buy 3 new brushes recently. Came in a pack from Reaper. Surprise, surprise. Katie. And I'm excited to use them. I don't know how long your brushes are supposed to last or stay good for or stay healthy. I feel like I took really good care of them, and it didn't seem to be making a difference. So I stopped what I was doing as far in that regards. I don't know. Like I put the little plastic thing back on it, you know, like the little cone. Oh, remember the delay? Yeah. Oh, did you? No, I didn't do that. So I was putting all these little plastic things back on my paintbrushes, and it didn't really make a difference. They were still getting like frayed out, or yeah, they were still doing like this. I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if you can see that right there, but they're like, it's like, it looks fine right there, but it's not. I assure you, it's not. It's not fine. Not for how precise they need to be. So I don't really know. Or like I was putting the little thing on this one, and it kept getting caught, and you can see that that one is just completely demolished. I don't even know if that, but my brush isn't even any good anymore. Yeah, you don't use the plastics thing. They're a pain. Yeah, and it actually, like this one, for instance, made it worse. So, yeah. You know. Okay. So, what name are we feeling here? What name are we feeling? Who? Sometimes you gotta look at your mini and say, who are you? So, little mini, I ask you, we ask you, who are you? Her name is not Puff. Puff? She's supposed to be like a Bosch. A boss. Point your brush with your fingers after you clean them so their hair so that will dry that way. Point my brushed. Point my brush. Oh man, you should see me at work. If they get like the wrong tense in a word, I'm like, what are they trying to tell me? Uh-oh, Katie's coming. I'm in trouble.
You know why I'm here.
Because her name is Puff.
Because her name is Puff.
I don't know that her name is Puff. Katie says that the name is Puff. But I'm not feeling that. She's giving me the side eye. I guess her name's Puff. That's actually what she said her name was, Puff.
My mom is saying you need to point your brushes when they're still wet after you clean them.
Oh, point my brushes.
I'm here to translate.
Thanks for the translation, dear.
I'm going back upstairs though. I love you.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Have fun painting.
I love you. I don't know how to say I love you in German. I actually did learn that, and I forgot it.
Glad it meant so much to you.
Yep. Just like you. Point your brushes. Got it. I gotta point my brushes. I really toned down the quality, like the refresh, like the bit rate. It seems to be going okay tonight, so hopefully it'll keep it that way. I was at like 6,000. Probably doesn't mean much to some of you, but I changed it back down to 3,000. We're holding steady on the laptop, so that just may be where we hang out at. Okay, so her name is Puff, apparently. That's where we're gonna go. So at the end of the session, we'll update the Discord with our first recap picture of Puff. It feels ridiculous to say Puff. Is that like a direct translation, like from like Google? Because it doesn't always come out right. Google like sometimes really fucks up translations. Oh, speaking of like the word apparently, have you seen the Apparently kid? No, he's on like the live air for the first time. For some reason that like popped up in my recommendations today, and of course I've already seen it. It's a very old video, but it was still pretty funny. He's on like the roller coasters. It's like when a kid learns a new word, and that's all they know how to say. Just like in Split, and James McAvoy's character keeps saying etc. It's like the kid character, kid personality. Oh, you know how to say it, not spell it. Ich Libidish. I don't know. That doesn't sound right. Dich. Ich bin. Ich lebe nicht. Ich lebe dich. I don't know. I'd have to hear it said. I would have to hear it said. To get back on my Rosetta Stone. I didn't put water in this one, but there's some still in the napkin here. Paper towel. First name Puff. It is acrylic paint, yeah. I think most miniature paints are acrylic. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think so. Yeah, it does have some texture in it here, so there'll be plenty of things to paint again once its time comes. Puff. Still getting over the name. It's fine. I just gotta get into it. You know, get the name in my head. Same thing I had to with Deborah. So Deborah's fine. That's her name. I got accustomed to it. Little spot right there. maybe like do the clouds like a blue or something? I don't know. So we can hit the clouds not with paint but with ink, and it'll stain the clear stuff here. Puff the Magic Giant lives in the cloud. I don't know what song, like what tune to sing that to. Dang, I keep hitting the microphone here. Let's raise her up a little bit. There we go. Should still be good enough to hear me. Hey, look at that. You can see more of me too. I wasn't getting blocked by the thing here. Oh my god. He's a mess. Well, okay. This is fine. It's fine. Me and Puff, we're just going to take our paints and go. Puff and I. The trick is to remove yourself from the sentence and see if it still makes sense. For some reason, that's always stuck with me. Oh yeah, we're not doing the devil's lettuce. We're not about that life. Oh, like Puff the Magic Dragon. Great. Is that like in reference to Chasing the Dragon? Because I thought Chasing the Dragon was like heroin. That's the wrong... I don't know why you're singing that in choir. Yeah, that's heroin. Yeah, I thought so. No. That's like I think you spell that as like heroine, as like a female hero. Sounds the same but different. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light? I saw a documentary on it once. Yeah, could cover your tracks where we can. What kind of people did you hang out with? Let me tell you something. Talk about this songs that kids shouldn't be singing, speaking of Chasing the Magic Dragon and choir for whatever godforsaken reason. Have y'all heard the Barbie Girl song? That is the worst goddamn song for kids. So I hadn't really listened to the Barbie Girl song. I'm a Barbie girl. You know, that song. Since I was a kid. And man, they don't even like sneak stuff into that song. It is blatantly clear what they're talking about. And parents are like, oh yeah, my kids love the Barbie song. And like going back in as an adult, I'm like, you let your kids listen to that? You outside your goddamn mind? Run around 9 years old talking about let me please you on my knees. Get out of here with that shit. Ridiculous. And if you're watching and you haven't listened to the Barbie song and actually paid attention to what they say, go give it a listen sometime. And you'll be like, my God, this is why I'm like this. Alright, that's how our thing's coming on. You can see some bleed through there, so a couple more light coats. This side obviously didn't get touched yet, but you can see progress. This is one coat, two coats, one coat, two coats, one coat, two coats. Cool, enough of that. We do need some more paint on the fake wet palette there. Goddamn Barbie song. Blew my goddamn mind. You know, I don't know about junior high school. Junior high school? What the hell's junior high school? That's a... junior high. Junior high. It's not junior high school. See, you got me messed up because we don't say that. It's middle school. Middle school. I think middle school is like a little too late to have stopped it, because like by then you're already there. But like elementary school is when we were like, I remember kids listening to that song, especially as catchy as it would. It feels like it was like targeted towards like small children. I don't know many like, you know, how old are you in middle school? I don't know. I remember being in middle school. I don't know like any, because I was driving in middle school, so my last year I think. Of course it's not quite fair because I did a grade two times. So it kind of skews that perception of middle school too. Ain't nobody deciding on no damn Barbie girl. I listened to it one time as an adult, and I was like, I don't think so. Everybody gave Avril a hard time because of her skateboard attitude, but ain't nobody as raunchy as that Barbie girl. Aqua, whatever the hell her name is. Aqua de Jo. I know it wasn't that. I'm just being silly. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Just lost it and disconnected and reconnected. But hopefully you're back here with me. Let's see who I lost and who I didn't. You know, I tried to run a ping test today, and of course, the day that I tried to test everything and run a ping test, we lose power. So of course my ping test was for nothing. So I might try it today, or maybe tonight, or while I'm going to see where the real issue is at. But it looks like we're live again, so on all platforms, so we should be good. Yay, Katie's back. Yeah, I lost connection there. Okay, so you're back. Fantastic. Sorry about that. I just lost network connection. Not really sure what happened. We're going to try and see if we can resolve that over the next few days. See if I can narrow down what's going on with what. So, let's see here. What's the last comment here? Indigo Girls and John Denver. I don't know what either one of those things are. Hey, a song I like. Is that because I don't know what the Indigo Girls are or John Denver? Is that what you get the face there? I don't know either one of those things. Alright, we should probably move away from the cape in a minute here and move to another surface. But we definitely need some more coats. Just we gotta wait till they dry. Of course, we got that under half too. There's a kind of a before and after of the. You know, there's the wash. You can see it in there, and then there it is too. Guess we should probably do the underside. Before we move on. What do you guys think we should move on to next? I would think the little flowing dress thing here is what I got next. And that's maybe a blue or a teal. Let you guys ponder the color for a minute here. Get something in your mind here. This is so we painted this a purple, right? And then we're going to move to the skirt here. Both dogs are laying on you. Well, that's fine. Take my little dog. That's fine. This is fine. So, let's move to a selection. Ooh, I about knocked my magnifying glass in the floor. Alright. So we're gonna pair with this purple right here. So this is the purple we got going on here. And then we need to pair with these. So I'm going to let you guys pair. See what kind of monstrosity we can come out with. Just kidding. I'm sure the colors you guys are going to pick are going to be beautiful. Ice Storm. Ooh la la. Fancy schmancy. Alright. I think that's really all the blues I have. So get it pictured in your mind's eye, and we'll come back to it in a moment. Let me do a little bit of the underside here. And you guys tell me which one we should paint. Mind's eye. I need to borrow this real quick. I'll put it back. I promise. Probably. Okay, he's like, why don't you put things back where you got them? I don't remember where I got them, to be honest. But I remember where I put them. See? Maybe 5. So last time we were here as like as the last one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 5. second 5? 5, 5. Okay, so I think this is the second 5. That's going to be, it's either crystal blue is this one, and then this one is ultramarine blue. A little ultramarine. You guys can write which one it is, because there's such a delay, it's sometimes hard. Is this the same song that I said I liked earlier? I don't like this one as much. I don't like it anymore. I changed my mind. Your mic blocks your pretty face. When I turn? Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it? Dang. All my adoring fans won't be able to see me. Trying to make it sound as pretentious as possible. I hope I succeeded. Keep that beat right there. It'll be fine. Don't even gotta spice it up, guys. Don't spice it up. Just leave it where it's at. You look like a cookie. Yeah, it's this puffer blocker. Puff blocker. Oh, you can't see that. I put her into the puff blocker. Cool. Awkward. So I'm on book, I want to say 4 or 5 for the year. I want to say I'm on book 5 for the year. And I just finished this book. I just finished 2 books this month already, actually. This audio book, more specifically, and one actual reading book with the words, because Katie's a stickler about that for some reason. There's still books. I still have to pay attention to know what's going on. That's fine. I think I am getting faster at reading, though, the more I read. One would think, anyways. One would think they were progressing. That would only be natural. With practice. I'm gonna get to the Carnegie Hall of reading novels. Practice. It is reading. So anyway, I'm on book 5, Katie, of this year, and book 3 is about a guy who loses his son, and it's a memoir, it's a real story. Loses his son, Finnegan. And I won't spoil the story for you, because I'm going to tell you what the book is called in a moment. So, but the crux of it is, and you learn this from the very beginning, that he loses his son. That's not a spoiler, by any means. I just don't think it is. Spoiler alert. He loses his son. You find that out pretty early on, so. And it's pretty evident from the beginning that he loses his son. No, you do. It is like at the very beginning. Okay, I had to replay it in my head. So anyway, he loses his son Finnegan to a birth defect, essentially. And I won't go any more detail than that because he explains what it is like halfway through the book. Anyway, so the book is by this guy named Luke Daniels. And Luke Daniels just so happens to be my favorite voice actor for audiobooks. And he's been doing my favorite series of books for all of them. With the mic you have back, you have to speak up. God bless America. I wonder if I can crank up the sensitivity. Let me know. I cranked up the sensitivity. Can you hear it as good or worse or not as good? Is it more static in the background? I cranked that sensitivity to like 11 though, so it might be too much. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Ring the bell. Couldn't help myself. I'm assuming the American flags mean it's good. Freedom is free comes with a hefty price. Oh, that's the worst position in the world. God. Look at that, trying to stick it in the arm right here to get the cape. Ugh. This is going to be awful. Can I take the cape off now that I'm like, you know, quarter way through this? Doesn't feel like it. She's in there tough. And not just tough. Tonka tough. Should say disassembly not required on the box there. Disassembly not allowed. Oh, it was God Bless America. Did I say it? Jeez. So Luke Daniels. Luke Daniels is my favorite voice actor for audiobooks, and I'd fair to say that it was Katie's as well, but I won't say that with certainty. He wrote this book about how he loses his son. It's tragic. And so I sent him what the kids call a tweet. Tweet, motherfucker. So I sent him a tweet, said, you know, thanks for your story, thanks for sharing it. And to me, Luke Daniels is what I would equivalent to a celebrity. Like, I mean, most people think like, you know, big movie stars, celebrities, whatever. I don't give a shit about them for the most part. But Luke Daniels, I think, is a celebrity to me because he's. I think some people, you know, the actors or artists or, you know, what have you, are a part of their life for a movie, right? Maybe they're like, oh, it's my favorite movies in these 5 movies that I love. Well, how often do you watch those movies, really? But when you listen to several book series by a person and you hear their voice for, I don't know, so you say a book is 8 hours, right? 8 hours times the series times multiple series. You're looking at, you know, 15 books times 8 hours. I mean, that's a long time. And if you listen to them more than once, it's even more. So they become, I would say, like a big part of your life, especially when you're driving. So anyway, I hit the guy up on what the kids call the tweeters. I said, hey man, thanks for your book. I can't imagine what you guys went through. Never lost a child, so I'm not going to pretend to know that pain. I imagine it's much different than losing a parent. So I don't know that one. And I actually replied, so that was kind of cool. And I wanted to ask him why he wasn't doing this last book in this series, but I didn't want to be the person that like gets an inch take a mile, so I didn't. I just liked the reply and let sleeping dogs lie. Maybe one day I'll shoot him another one, but enough time to pass for it to be a new tweet, a new conversation, not one that, again, inch and mile. To be that guy. But I thought it was very cool to hear from somebody that's been a big part of my life indirectly. And I thought, you know, and Katie's has grown to love Luke Daniels, his work specifically. And obviously we don't know Luke Daniels as a person, so it's not like we love Luke Daniels. We love the things he has done, or what he means to us, not necessarily what he means to us as a person, because we don't know him. And he doesn't know us. But nevertheless, it was still cool to heal from him directly. And I believe he's in the Audible Hall of Fame as well. So, if you get a chance to listen to a sad story, or in the mood to listen to a sad story about somebody, his Grayson forever, about somebody losing their child. I know it seems grim, but it's a good story. It's called Unspoken, a memoir by Luke Daniels. And it's a good listen. I don't think there's a physical format because he is an Audible voice actor. Like, that's his main job. So I think you'll have to only listen to it. However, if you've never seen or never received a book from somebody, I'll be more than happy to leave the link anywhere. The Discord, perhaps, if anybody would like to listen to it. And you can get your first book free. It's the only one you can ever get free, but receiving somebody, so it's one time it's gone. But I think it's worth the listen. As you can see, we still need another couple of coats on this one. The bigger they are, the more coats they need. Unspoken, a memoir by Luke Daniels. That's it. That's my man right there. Luke, if you ever watch the stream, hats off to you, brother. It's never going to happen, but you never know. Okay, so we need to give the cape a little time to dry, and you can see it's coming along. Probably needs another 2 to 3 coats, but we're getting there. And I think we were talking about this one. And did I miss it in the chat? I may have. Might be. Crystal blue. I'll wait for a message to come through for that one. Let's make sure that it's a crystal blue. That's what we're shooting for here. Yeah, okay. Crystal blue it is. The link for the Discord, and I'll post more. I'll paste a update picture on this after, like a progress picture in the Discord. Discord's not fully set up yet, so if you join, I appreciate it. The link for the Discord is on the Twitch channel at Murphy's Play, and then it's also on Facebook. But I think it's just like a link invite you have to copy. Facebook's not quite as intuitive. They're still learning. Yeah, there's my shoe in the camera. Check that out. Don't mind my mess. Whoa! This blue? I think this is... No. You want your eggs to be this one. Your eggs are green. Okay, let's see here. I'll show you this right here. Obviously didn't shake it up enough because it's separated into 2 colors there. You can see the 2 colors. Oopsie. Let's just do a little mixaroo. A little happy little mix. Told myself I wouldn't do the Bob Ross jokes. too cliche. Sorry, past self. Sorry. It's ribbed for your brush's pleasure. The cup is ribbed. All right. I think I got all the blue out of the top of the brush there. Just slide that back over there. We want it in both cameras. That's an awful noise. Okay. Let's see how that outfit's gonna turn out here. I guess we'll just start right here. Y'all let me know if you love it or hate it. It should be like, I hate it. Maybe a darker blue. The picture is a darker blue. What we want to do is go darker and then a lighter one on the highlights. We can do that for sure. That'll be easy. We go with a darker blue. Hell, we can even use this blue for the highlights if it's darker than this one. Alright, so that's one coat. Yeah, it looks pretty light, doesn't it? Especially on the camera. It's brighter than we thought it was. Okay. Why don't we keep that aside for maybe a highlight then? Let's take a look. So that one is the crystal blue. So we got the marine blue. It looks like the darker. So these are the ones that are darker than that one. These other two are much lighter. So we're looking at these two. And that's deep blue and ultramarine blue. And what it appears is the deep blue is darker than the ultramarine. A midnight blue. What's a midnight blue? I don't know. What color's a midnight blue? Is that like dark? I feel like midnight would just be like black. Because there's no sun out. I don't have one labeled a midnight blue. Does the Army Painter make one that's labeled a midnight blue? Try deep blue. Okay. I think deep blue is the darkest blue that I have. I'm going to mute for the shaking. I see that I was not muted. Apologies for the smacking on the camera or on the stream. Well, things are just going downhill really fast. Alright, so we don't want the ultramarine. The crystal blue we can save for the highlight. Alright, so the deep blue is right here, as you can see, and that's the one we just used. And we can see that that one actually came out even lighter than what it looks like in the pool of it here. Awkward. Darker than that one? I don't have a darker one than that one. I don't think. Yeah, I mean, I guess a midnight blue would be the one you're kind of looking for. What's the shield? Let me see that shield on that one. Ultramarine blue, no. I mean, I think that's the darkest one I got at the moment. What we can do is we can put some black in that blue. Paint a little on. Let's paint a little bit on with the start. I think I lost you there again. Sorry about that. So after a couple coats, it'll probably look like this blue right here. Is the muddy looking a good thing? Is it a good thing we're going for here? Blurry looking. So are we saying we should mix those colors, the black and the... Oh, look at that. It sits right there. Didn't even notice that. Trying to learn something new about my little cup here. Check that out. Oh, that's awful. Sits. Look at that. It's got a little grooves from a brush. Funny. Some severe technical issues because that's twice now we've lost the stream. And I have no idea why. More testing tomorrow, that's for sure. Tomorrow will be a day of testing. Let's see why I keep losing it. So, all the other people that are in here, thanks for bearing with me. Okay. So, do we need to make some... I don't know why we're barfing, to be honest. It's just barfing. I think it's because of the sound. I'm not sure. Oh, is it still blurry for you? You might want to refresh and see if that helps. Because I haven't changed any settings. Perfect. You learned a new trick too. It's what I do for a living. You'd think I'd be able to figure out this stream thing. Okay. So we got that, and we got the blue here. And we want to mix it with some black. Is that kind of like consensus we got going on here? Oh, you know what? I don't have a blue, but I do have like a necromancer's cloak. That might be a good color. Dark elf skin. Let's see that. It's like a. Let's just paint some on so you can see. Close but no cigar on the mixing. You know what they say. Close is only good in horseshoes and hand grenades. Okay. I don't think you're gonna like this actually now that I got it in here. Alright, fine. We'll mix the blue and the necromancer's cloak. How's that? God bless America. I don't think that's how you're supposed to mix them. I think you're supposed to like pull them together. I think that's how you're supposed to do it. Supposed to like set them off to the side of each other and like mix them. So I got those two little dots together, right? So aren't I supposed to like drag them together or something like that? Some craziness like that. I don't know. Damn kids in your mixing. Oh god, this is a disaster. I should have just poured them together. Let's just get them up in here. Yeah. We'll never get the same consistency again, but who cares? That was awful. That did not work out. Okay. We need to fold that over there because there was too much going on. Okay, so just a little bit of dark into the light one, huh? Let's try that. Alright, there's the light one. Don't keep adding the lighter color to the darker color if it gets too dark because you'll end up wasting a ton of paint that way. So you just start over, I take it. Alright, just a little tear dropped in. Alright. Coolio Iglesias. Let's take more of a fine brush here. Try to mix them. that's darker. That's for sure. My necromancer's cloak. Alright, just a wee bit, right? So let's take our newly discovered paint and paint. Puff blue. It's actually a lot darker in person than it looks on the camera. Just a FYI. It almost looks like maybe like a denim color in person. Look at that. Just gonna get in those little crevices right there. And the crevasse. Don't need to put in the water. That would be silly. Look at that. Old Puff is coming along. Alright, so while we're painting this, we need to know about Puff a little bit. We need to know who Puff is. How's her life as a cloud giant? What's it like being amongst the clouds? And you know, to be fair, I'm actually pretty well versed in a lot of the D&D lore, because I'm like, I don't know, 15 books in out of the 200. So, you know, I'm totally an expert in Forgotten Realms lore. I don't know that much about cloud giants. Some other giants, sure, hill giants and things like that, but I don't know a lot about cloud giants. So I think before we start rattling off her likes and dislikes, unfortunately I need to go get learned. Unless I got... She's really a changeling? Like from Star Wars? Awesome. Her best friend is a unicorn named Venus. Phoenix. That's a new one. Sometimes when you're trying to talk and concentrate on something else at the same time, you end up coming up with new words. Well, let's not get carried away here. I feel like we're getting outside the D&D lore now, with the cloud giant turning into a dragon. I know that before the Kingslayer comment in D&D lore, that dragons could turn into a human form. But what I don't know is about after that. I don't know if they can after that. And Katie will be on the thing of like, it's just D&D, just make up your own lore. But I like the real lore. Yeah, the puffs of wind turn into a fire dragon. I was really throwing them out there, huh? Oh, I had my brush facing the wrong way. That'll work out real good. Alright. So I ran out of paint because it all got absorbed in the wet palette here. Oh yeah, that's my kind of song right here, relaxing. Okay, here we go. This is very thin right here, so don't look at that one. Look at this one. That middle one. That's what we're going for. God, that sucks. That sound. The kid didn't lick her imagination up off the street. What? I don't think that's how imagination works. Imagination. Alright, let's do it again. We'll be Sir Mix-a-Lot one more time. No, that's an unfamiliar phrase for me. One little drop into the pool of blue. We gotta mix it again. Mix it up. Choose what paint I got on here, I guess. Looks too light still. The card looks like it's got all of her clothes the same color. Did we decide if we want to wash her little powers and stuff here, or did we want like her little hair, or did we want to just leave it clear? Oh, I need to drop some more brown in here. Or necromancer's cloak. It's getting pretty. Yeah, looks like I got it about the same consistency as it was. That's good. Color-wise. First time was a little off, but I think I got it the second time. Oh, still very blue. Okay. There's that. Oh, getting old. So we're covering up a lot of details right here with like this, this dark color. We're going to come back and really brighten it up with a highlight. So all these edges that we're seeing here, these rough edges, are really going to pop later on. That'll be cool. Actually, I don't think this mini is going to be too difficult with these, just like painting her these primary colors here. She doesn't have like a lot of ornaments or anything like that, so it might not be so bad. She's got some like designs here in this dress, but I don't think there's a big reason to like call out each little design in this one. For some reason, it's not calling to me to do that. You know how it is. They got to tell you what they want. Oh, get a Mimi in here. Yeah, she can join. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got like a piece of flash here that we didn't get off. And flash is like where the mold is pressed together to form the mini. See, I know paint terms. To get the meme on the YouTube. She knows how to work YouTube. Doesn't she? Tell you, we're going to take a break in a minute. I'll send her the link then. How's that? Yeah, what colors are we going to pick next? I guess we're going to pick the gauntlet and her like little armor pieces. And then the skin tone, of course. We'll need skin tone. What color is she going to be? Would you look at that? Coming along. If you can't see it, I'm sorry. It's really far forward to paint that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use up what paint I got in this wet palette, and then take a break, get some more sweet tea, stretch some of these old bones, and then we'll continue for a little bit longer. Well, we do have a Discord. Getting closer to running out than I thought I was. Dang, son. Oh, shucks. Oh, got some on our leg. Gonna get a smaller brush for these tiny small spots here. Ugh. Yeah, smaller brush for sure. Alright, I think that blue turned out okay. And again, it is darker in person than it is on the camera here. There's a spot in there that you could probably see that's white. I'm going to have to find a way to get in there. I can't quite get in there like this. But I'll get it eventually. Alright, so there's still a lot of white here. There's still a little, still that white there on the skirt thing. That's where we're at so far. I don't know that I have a unicorn. I might have a unicorn to paint. I definitely have a Pegasus, but I don't know about unicorn. Does a Pegasus count? Is that close enough? Pegasus doesn't have the horn, though. That's a satisfying sound. The brush coming clean. I would think that sound would be awful on the mic. Just glue a horn. Yeah, I guess I could do that too. Tiny little horn. Okay. So we have that. I have that and that. What we're going to do is we're going to take a little hiatus here. Get some more tea, because my tea is kind of watered down now. And we're going to grab Deborah so we can recap on Deborah too while we're in here. Maybe finish off the skirt thing that we can, and then we'll call it a night and pick it up next time. So we'll be right back. Hey, we're back. So, hope you guys enjoyed the music that played there. Trying to add some new songs in there, keep it fresh. But so what we went out there to get was another drink, of course, which we did that, and Deborah, who we finished last week. So there's Deborah, but Deborah's also right here. So let's see if I can get a focus in here for the ones who haven't seen Deborah. Ooh, too bouncy. Anyway, Deborah there. Got some blood dripping down the elbow. No blood on the other parts of the body besides the chest and the elbow there. But anyway, there's little skulls. Little candles. I know it looks like little eyeballs, but they're actually like wicks. And then 2 candles on fire. Anyway, that's the one we all streamed and worked on together. We have little Kitsune down here, so she was persistent in coming to joining the paint. She didn't want to be left out anymore. Okay. So let's finish the little skirt thing here, and before it gets too late here. Here, there, everywhere. And call it a night. I've been shaking this one. I shouldn't have to shake it anymore. Alright. It's deep blue. And we've been throwing in a couple drops of Necromancer's Cloak from the Army War Painter. The Army Painter War Paints. Something like that. 1 drop. Ooh, that was a big drop. I think we might probably be good right there. Give it a small drop. Yeah, there we go. Small drop. Alright, we're going to mix it up. The nice thing about these big minis is that I don't need a magnifying glass. I can just paint. Katie's favorite sound, apparently. Oh. There we go. That should fix that. That was just where it was focused on Deborah. Okay, so we gotta paint in here. Yeah. You're on the right page. Oh, little Kitsune. She's brushing up against my feet. Oh, she's doing that there. Probably being good. I did catch her with a painted mini in her mouth the other day. That was upsetting. But she's usually not getting stuff that she's not supposed to. She's pretty good. She's pretty good about sticking to her specific toys that have been given to her. Got caught. I'm gonna seem a little distracted here now because I'm trying to watch for the pea dance or the pea walk, just in case. I probably should have taken her out before I came down here, but I don't keep you guys waiting any longer. Stick around if you stuck around. Oh, she just went out? Even better. She's just doing the sniffing then. Said, it's been a long time since I've been down here, Dad. All of a couple days. It's not even that long. It's been like a day. Gonna make sure nothing changed. Ooh, that's a tough spot to get in. And you can see that spot down in there really good on the camera. So, yay, it's too early. Yeah, there's not much I can do about the delay, unfortunately. It just seems to be the way streaming works. I need to look into that. First things first, I gotta fix the stream dying over and over, and then I'll look into the delay. Which I think that the stream fix is gonna be solved with the dineros more than anything else. But we'll see. Ah, yes. I needed to fix that. Let's take a second. Well, no, I don't want to do that actually. We'll do it in a second. I don't want the paint to seep through the paper towel. I need to stop painting and file something down, but I don't want to do that right now. Come on, little girl, lay on your bed. We might be able to, like, maybe dry brush some metallic shavings or something like that. You saw Kitsune walk by? She's so small. she's doing. I don't know what she's doing over there. Getting into mischief, I'm sure. I bet you she was laying up there, laying down calm before I came up there. And now she's down here. She's like, I want to play. Come here, girl. That's a good girl. So what did you think of the finished Deborah? Now that she's all done. Need a Kitsune cam. You know what? We could probably do that. Actually, get another webcam and plug it up facing her little bed down here. I could put it in the top corner over here. Oh, it's killing my brush. In the top corner up there, top left corner, or I could even put it behind me. That'd be kind of funny. Oh, okay. Lucifer. Didn't they say they were gonna recast that guy? Somebody that, like, one of the main people in there. I don't know if it's the main Lucifer dude, but I thought I read something that somebody major in that show was being recast, or wasn't returning. I don't know about recast. I think it wasn't returning for another season. We'll just get another phone to plug up down there. Aim it at it. Oh, I liked that last song. Kitsune, get away from the minis. That's good. So I had all my minis, all of them, at one point stacked up on this this table that we're painting on right now. And I moved them into the floor next to me as a temporary solution until we could find a more appropriate home for them. You might be able to see her walk by in a second. She's really close. I don't know what she's doing. Kitsune. Come here, girl. Come, girl. Hurry, 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 hurry. I didn't know the I thought the recasting thing was pretty pretty common knowledge. It was all over their interwebs the other day. I hope it's not a plot spoiler. Say Kitsune. Well, you can see her little Inuyasha ears. Sorry for spoiling it. Oh. That's the spot right there, isn't it, girl? Yeah, that's the spot. Ooh. No, thank you. No kisses on the mouth, thank you. And back to the floor. Oh, shucks. Well, I'm just going to go back to painting my mini here and just not talk about Lucifer anymore. Praise his light. No laughing. Not laughing. Totally not laughing. Totally not laughing. It's harder when you try to stifle it. So about Thanksgiving, don't poison the corn casserole if you would. There's other shows. She's calling you. Well, you know what? I made up for not spoiling a fantastic book for you to read called Unspoken by Luke Daniels. So, you know, you're welcome. Now you can be done with Lucifer and you can read Unspoken. Kicked out of the family. Yeah, it's bad acting anyways on the TV show. Somebody's undercarriage needs painted again. So there's a really tough spot in there, as you can see, right in between the thighs, and the skirt needs to be painted right in between the thighs there. So we're just gonna try and get up in there real quick. That's not gonna work. I need a smaller brush, I think. I have smaller brushes. It's really just about globbing the paint on. That's how you get a good mini paint. You just really throw the paint on it. You say, you know what, mini? You know what you need? It doesn't matter who you are. It's a matter about throwing some paint on you. Okay, cool. It's done. It's not taking. And then I got this gap right in there. See the little gap right in there? Oh, Kitsune, you found a toy. Maybe that's what you were looking for this whole time. She found her Tugga. But I think she's looking for that Kong. I think what it is she knows basement equals sweet potato Kong. Because, that's the first thing I give her every time she comes in here is sweet potato Kong. News to Katie. So here's the thing. I gotta mix this again, and I don't think we got enough time really to do a whole mixing. So, oh, here's my tools. I was wondering where they went. Where's my file at? Found it. Yeah, if I could get the corn casserole, that'd be great. So there's like a little thing, like a little like flash thing right there. So we gotta sand that bad boy down. Yeah. I'm gonna paint over where it was. I should have caught it before I started painting. Just gotta smooth it out a little bit. Doesn't gotta be perfect. These minis aren't perfect. Alright. I do want to at least get what we talked about done. Which is the dress thing here. Not dark enough yet. No, the Discord can't show up on stream. What do we... As far as like the chat goes? It should. But you're not going to hear it. If you're talking in Discord, you won't hear it. If you're all in Discord, you would see it immediately, but it would lag on the stream itself. So I would still get a bit of a lag, if that makes sense for you. So what I can do is I can but again, if you're all in Discord, you would see it instantly. I don't know, I'll have to adjust that at a later time. I must have it as like purple or something like that. I don't want to do too many scene changes while we're live because it's already finicky enough. So I I need a notepad of all the notes you guys got going on here for me. All the things I need to allegedly look into. Oh, you laid down, girl. See, now we need the Kitsune cam. Because she is laying down again. I don't know if that's right. Sorry about that. Lost it again. There's something going on here for sure. Tomorrow I'm going to dedicate to some testing, see if I can eliminate what's going on, at least figure it out. Kind of go from there. Because that is annoying. It's annoying for you, it's annoying for me. Because, like, even my music stops when that happens. And I'm hoping it's not like I'm actually hoping it's something on my side and not a Comcast issue. Because it will take me forever going back and forth with them to prove it's their equipment. Or their line. It's actually my modem. But my modem's better than anything they got, so. Their bullshit modem. Way to kill the Zen, Comcast. Hopefully these are, stream getting started out issues. My sweet girl's asleep next to me. This dog was supposed to be Katie's dog. It is not Katie's dog. Yeah, Comcast. You should have something to get it, thanks, man. What's his show? If you tell me what his show is, I might know something about it. I can run. Is his show Lucifer as well? If it's Lost, they're all dead. Watch it be Lost. Wouldn't that be crazy? I tried to pick a show that was safe. Lost is fair game right now. It's like 10 years old now. Let's go there. Miami Mice. Never heard of it. Why is it called Miami Mice? Okay. I think we gotta call it right there. My paint is gone in my palette again, so it would be another dab of paint. I know it looks wet, but it's all soaked up in the actual. Yeah, see, no paint. It's all soaked up in there. Miami Vice. Oh, Vice. That makes sense. We'll get some pictures loaded up to the Discord. The link to the Discord is on Twitch and Facebook. And we'll get a shot at Kitsune real quick, if you hold on. We'll see if we can get her in here. Just bear with me here. There's a little Kitsune. Being oh so cute. And sleepy. So she likes the blanket. It doesn't matter what the blanket's on. It could be the floor. It could be a bed. Doesn't matter. She actually gravitates towards the blanket. So I did have the blanket in her little bed, and then we took it upstairs to her crate. So, which is where she's going to be going next. And then to bed. So we'll get a picture of this uploaded to the Discord real quick before bed. Probably do front and back and a progress picture section. And then we'll pick it up next time. Monday is going to be the scheduled day for miniature painting. I think Mini Mondays, dubbed by Katie. And then we'll play some games. Maybe we'll do games with Katie and myself on Friday, and then solo games maybe Wednesday. So let's see here. Are we back? Yeah, we're back where we were. So here we go. Here's the final twirl. Vogue that shit real quick. There you go. Twirl. I know it only looks like we got 3 things painted, but it is a big mini. And it's actually, this isn't done. This has to be touched up again. So we'll like, subscribe, ring the bell. Yeah. If you really want to follow us, you can follow us on Facebook or Twitch at Murphy's Play. It's 2 of the biggest places there. And YouTube, of course, if you're on YouTube. But until then, we'll see you Wednesday at 8 o'clock for some games. Take care.